It's a gorgeous day here in Stanford, California. 70 degrees, a light breeze, and some Sunday softball on deck. It's also International Women's Day. Congratulations, and hope you're all celebrating with us today. It's a series finale with the visiting Pitt Panthers and the host, the number 19 Stanford Cardinal. Cardinal trying to bust out the brooms after taking the first two. The Panthers are trying to avoid the sweep and would come away with their first ranked win this season if they did so. Hello, everyone. I'm Jenna Becerra alongside my partner, Max Agress, and this weekend just the second time these two programs have ever met, and it's some cross-country ACC action.
Yeah, I can tell you it's a lot colder on the East Coast right now than it is out here, so despite the little bit of a breeze that's been affecting some of the gameplay over the last few days, I mean, you got to be feeling pretty great. The sun is shining, everybody's got a smile on their face, and we're ready for the third day of action here from the brand new stadium.
Stanford Softball Stadium back at it this weekend. They'll be back next weekend as well, hosting Notre Dame. But first, some business to take care of here today. And for the Pitt Panthers, this is how they'll line up. Tylee Vaughn leading off, Alina Ball in the 2 spot, Callie Henney, KK Esparza, the cleanup, Cameron Murphy, who had herself a day in Game 1 with a triple and a home run in number 5 spot, Gracie Helton, Shelby Fraser, Addison Oberbreckling, and Addison Tozick getting the start. She'll be in left in that 9 spot. And they will face Alyssa Houston in the circle. For the Cardinal, the junior was the Arkansas Gatorade Player of the Year during her time in high school ball. 2-2 on the season. First pitch misses inside for ball 1 to Vaughn. Houston working with a 3.18 ERA so far this season. 27 strikeouts to 13 walks and 22 innings pitched. Second pitch misses for ball 2.
Yeah, and for Houston, she came in a couple of innings in a little bit of a weird okey-doke. The starter came out for a moment and then got reinserted. But when she was in there, throwing some heat from that circle.
Has the most velocity on this staff for Stanford. Finds a zone there on the inside corner to make it 2-1.
Yeah, her fastball, her rise ball, so dangerous.
Houston got the start back in Game 1 on Friday. Doing it again here is that check swing foul ball. It hit her hand.
Yeah,
she thinks it's a dead ball, but umpire right away saying, nope, stay in the box. That is a foul ball. That's Antonio Flores behind the plate. Joe Havenville over at second and first on that side of the field, and Susan Eads at third, your umpiring crew.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting idea. Obviously, in baseball, you don't have somebody pitching multiple days in a series the majority of the time, and now we're seeing Houston coming out here. This is her third opportunity to show what she's got against the Pitt Panthers.
And after head coach Jenny Allard has a conversation with Antonio Flores, the umpires are going to meet in the infield to chat about it.
No harm, no foul having a conversation about it. I know everybody, you got to keep things moving. That's why you have the pitch clock and everything now, but honestly, getting it right is the key to me.
Everybody wants the right call, umpires included. And it looks like they're going to confirm what Antonio Flores already thought, which is that it is a foul ball. So that does even the count up at 2-2. I do think that's the right call.
Yeah. I like to say no harm, no foul, but foul ball, so no harm, foul ball.
No harm is a foul.
There you go.
Just misses off the plate there to fill the count 3-2. Tylee Vaughn working a 15-game on-base streak. Was walked in Game 1, got a hit yesterday in Game 2. Yanks that one foul into the net. She'll stay alive.
Yeah, one thing we saw with Pitt yesterday is they have been pretty disciplined behind the plate. It's either or, actually. You either swing at the first pitch or you just have a really disciplined showing, extending appearances.
The grit from Pitt, as we've been saying. And we'll do the payoff pitch once again. Once again, fouled to the left side on top of the batting cages. Out of play.
So I got to get this one cleared up with you. Are the balls souvenirs? I saw about 6 people keep them yesterday, but apparently you've got to give them back at some point.
Now you can.
Okay.
Starting this weekend, they allow fans to keep foul balls. And there's another one. This time it'll stay in the bark.
I'm so glad we got that covered up. We were talking about it yesterday, just trying to there's somebody walking there, but are they getting it signed or what's going on?
Prior to that, you did have to return them. Sometimes they'd give you some sort of merch or something fun in return. But now, starting this weekend, in the new stadium, letting you keep them. What an AB here from Tylee Vaughn. Holds on that one to draw the walk. What a great plate appearance for Tylee Vaughn to get the base runner aboard for Pitt.
Similar look yesterday. Stanford allowed somebody on first, and they got it done in the field, so trends are falling in that same direction.
Houston, of course, throwing to Ava Gall behind the dish, and Jade Berry over at third, River Mailer at short, Addison Shepard at second, Taryn Kern at first, Sydney Bulafin, Emily Jones, Kira Chan left to right. The bunt laid down and handled by Berry. A quick throw over to first base, but the sacrifice from Alina Ball is successful.
This is deja vu. I know Pitt likes to play this small ball, but this is almost exactly what we saw to begin the game yesterday.
And they're a speedy team, this Pitt squad. Second in the ACC with 44 stolen bases already. 3 individual athletes in the top 10 in the ACC as well. Swing and a miss, going inside to the lefty. That's Callie Henney.
Yeah, they're a team where you just can't allow too many players in good position because they're going to make you pay.
Henney, the freshman out of Wexford, Pennsylvania. Pops that one up in foul territory. Out of play, right into the stands, front row.
Yeah, when you look at this lineup for Pitt, they do have quite a few freshmen on the roster. 13 total of them, 6 of them on the all-ACC freshman watch list. So there's a lot of young blood and talent that can be inserted into this lineup alongside their, really heavy senior/graduate student lineup.
The 0-2 pitch here as Henney will need to protect. Take strike 3. The backwards K for Alyssa Houston. It's her first of the day. 2 down here in the first inning.
We saw a couple of those, 3 in particular, last time. She was on her game coming in as a reserve in the second, and now going right back to her money, right over the plate, and just throwing it with some ferocity.
First pitch, launched foul by KK Esparza into the batting cage on that left side. Still have that runner over in scoring position. Vaughn at second base. Esparza, the designated player today, the redshirt senior out of Houston, Texas, started her career at Ole Miss. Popped up in foul territory, out of play once again.
Yeah, it's always funny. Like, 3rd year in the program, she is a Pitt Panther, but because she was over at Ole Miss redshirting in 2023 and then playing another year, that's always the designation.
Started 30 games last year for the Panthers. Out for 11 games in March with an injury, but back at it this year as it's softly to the right side. The one hop over to Shepard on the back leg makes the throw to first in time. So straining the runner over at second base. It's a clean top half of the inning for the Stanford Cardinal defensively. They'll pick up the bats in just a moment. Back at it here in the bottom of the first inning. The Cardinal will pick up the bats for the first time today. And the lineup looks like it has looked for the most part so far this weekend. Taryn Kern in the leadoff, leading this squad with a .429 average. Emily Jones in the 2 spot, All-American from 2025. Kira Chan in the 3-hole. Addison Shepard, the cleanup, the freshman, who's made a huge impact already. Jade Berry, who went yard yesterday. Ava Gall in the 6th spot. Joey Economides, the designated player. Sydney Boulafin, and another All-American from last year, River Mailer, to round it out. They will be facing Kira Pittman in the circle, who got the start in game 1. So some familiarity here. First pitch to Kern is off the plate for ball 1.
And Stanford's lineup, obviously, there's so much power distributed throughout the entirety of it. But Kern, with the power she possesses to be in that leadoff spot, I mean, it's just insane.
Off speed there from Pittman. I like the confidence there to even it up at 1-1. Pittman, the grad student out of Maryland, started her career at Maryland as well. 4-2 on the season with a save, 38 1/3 innings pitched. Squaring to bunt, but fouling it off was Kern. Talking about her power, but trying a little something different there.
Yeah, I was going to say, come on, work a little bit of your different game. And I think the beautiful thing about how Stanford plays softball, is they got a complete game. It's not just one thing. You are a complete, rounded athlete.
1-2 pitch misses off the plate to even it up at 2 apiece. Pittman is throwing to Callie Henney behind the dish. Helton's at 3rd, Fraser at short, Vaughn at 2nd, Oberbreckling over at 1st in the infield. Then left to right, Tozic getting the start in left field. Murphy in center, Ball in right. Waits on it, fouled off, staying alive.
Staying alive, the name of the game right here. Still a 2-2 count, and just getting that steady, fresh breeze to get your team settled.
Pittman leading this staff for Pittsburgh. 2.01 ERA coming into this. And that one misses to fill the count 3-2. Pittman's got 21 strikeouts on the season to only 6 walks. Very efficient ratio.
And from what you were telling me, she had a pretty good start to that first game before eventually the cookies started to crumble.
Yeah, went 4 1/3. She'll produce the grounder here, taken over at first base by Oberbreckling. She'll get it done herself, and an important first out there for Pittman and the Panthers.
Can't call it quite a routine play. I mean, a really good job fielding that and then just beating the race over to first.
An important out. Kern leading the team in on-base percentage with .547. She sat down for Emily Jones' turn now. She'll take ball 1 off the plate. Jones, an All-American from a year ago. 2nd on the team and 7th in the ACC with a .413 batting average. Half the games she played in, she had multiple hits. And this one's driven into right center field, and it goes over the wall. Emily Jones, the solo shot, her first home run of the season.
That one doinked straight off 220 from that center field wall. I could hear right when you got that clank. That was amazing.
She only had 2 home runs in the underclassmen years here at Stanford. Had a career high 9 last year and gets started this year with her first. So Stanford up 1-0, and that'll give way to Kira Chan. First pitch, a strike from Pittman. Jumping ahead early.
And for Pittman, coming out after giving that, you got to have a short memory. It's like a quarterback throwing an interception. You just got to keep it moving.
Positive sign to see her come back with the strike. That one's off the plate that time to even it up 1-1. Chan, an all-region honoree, the senior out of San Diego. 2nd team All-ACC last year as well. 3rd team All-Pac-12 the year before. Swings through the off-speed, beautiful pitch from Pittman.
Just getting right back to your routine for Pittman. Going with your fastball initially, and then now you got a little bit of a change up there.
The 1-2. Off the end of the bat, staying alive with some plate coverage. That's over on the grassy knoll. Out of play.
Every time you say "Staying Alive," I just hear the song in my head. It's just chanting right now.
That is the theme, though.
Yeah. Very much so.
Off speed, just off the plate. A good idea from Kira Pittman.
Yeah, and really disciplined there by Chan.
Pittman went 4 1/3 on Friday, allowed 9 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 5 runs, but only 2 of which were earned. In the air, into left, camping out under it, making the grab. Tozik getting out number 2.
Kind of a little bit of what I expected going into this matchup, where both days the bats were a little bit slow and then all of a sudden they started to burst. Stanford, at some point, you had to feel like it was ready to go. You get a solo home run right there, and then you get right back into business for Pitt.
Addison Shepard off the end of the bat on the first pitch, softly handled. Vaughn gets it over to first base, and that's going to do it. But the damage has been done. Emily Jones with the solo shot to put Stanford on the board. They're up 1 0 heading to the second. First inning in the books in Game 3 of the ACC series. The visiting Pitt Panthers and the hosts, the number 19 Stanford Cardinal. Cardinal up 1 0 after the solo shot from Jones. First pitch from Alyssa Houston is inside to Cameron Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy spent her first couple of years at the Division II level at Seton Hill, and it's interesting to see how she's developed throughout her time here at Pitt and adjusting to the speed of the game here.
Senior, a Pittsburgh native. She was a D2 All-American back in 2024. Murphy was responsible for both runs on Friday in the 8-2 loss for Pitt. RBI triple and a home run. And she launches this one well foul and out of play, but a lot of pop behind it.
Yeah, the car is seated back there. Got to start to worry. Hopefully the trees will catch it.
The 2-1 count here from Houston. Jammed her a bit, but staying alive.
Man, there's been so many balls just going down that left side foul line today. Like nearly half the pitches have gone somewhere in that region.
Yeah, Houston talked about her velocity, not afraid to go inside to the righties. Also has some upspin, can jump over the barrel. Gets some more barrel on it, but still in foul territory.
How much does fatigue have to play into this when you pitched essentially 3 times already, and this is your 3rd time in the circle in 3 days?
I think for softball, because it's a more natural motion to go underhand, you have a lot more endurance. You're able to go a lot longer than baseball, as that check swing is foul.
But in terms of like the recovery from day to day, how does that feel on the arm? Do you wake up in the morning just a touch sore?
Probably not, to be honest. I mean, she only threw an inning and a third in game 1 and a couple of innings yesterday, so she's still relatively fresh. It's more of the mental fatigue that you have to work through. It's fouled back into the net.
Yeah, that's the one thing throughout my many years in athletics that I've realized. It starts with mental, and then it almost builds out into physical.
And Murphy showing that Pitt grit that we're talking about. Taking Houston deeper into the count. That one's up and out. A good take, and now the count is full.
Yeah, she's definitely had to work for it today.
Payoff pitch coming up. Swing and a miss. Houston winning the battle, getting the strikeout. It's her second K of the day, and out number 1 here in the second.
When the money's been on the line, she puts it all on the table, all in, and she's winning today.
Pitchers talk about attacking the zone. Something Houston is doing pretty well so far. Now she'll face Gracie Hilton. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it into her own dugout.
Yeah, one of those 13 freshmen on the roster, one of those 6 on that ACC freshman list. I mean, just what a great product out of that Georgia class. The player of the year in her class and also in the region. Just a very talented player.
State champion in high school as well down in Georgia. Senior year hit .512, a .611 on-base percentage, slugging 1.274. 57 RBIs, 17 home runs, 43 hits overall. I think we can see why she was player of the year.
I think she's good at softball.
The 0-1 from Houston. That one misses to make it 1-1. Hilton hitting .262 so far this season in her freshman campaign. Of her 16 hits, 6 of them for extra bases, 5 doubles, and a home run to go with 14 RBIs. Takes that one up the gut. Houston jumps ahead once again.
Yeah, just that changeup between the fastball and the rise ball, it really gets you guessing. And then sometimes, instead of guessing, you just kind of grip that bat a little tight and hold up.
One's in the air. In foul territory, right by third base. A miscommunication between Jade Berry and River Mailer. It's going to fall.
Oh, my goodness. You just got to hold your breath in that situation. And the athleticism to go up. Oh, I got it. No worries.
And it really does come down to the communication piece. More of a mental error than anything else. It did fall in foul territory. It's a bit of a break for Stanford in that regard.
And also something to factor in, that sunlight is almost directly in their eyes from that angle. Nobody's wearing sunglasses. They have their visors on, but when you're looking up, it can get lost in that bright star.
Another foul ball. Now Houston already approaching 30 pitches thrown. Just here in the second inning. So Pitt taking her deep into the count. And it's 2-2. Off the end of the bat.
It's been effective up to this point, but yeah, she is working very hard.
And Stanford really taking the by committee approach this season. Houston started game 1. Brewer came in to relief. Then Zoe Prostaico. And a swing and a miss there, hanging on to it on the foul tip. Ava Gall, little fist pump, back-to-back Ks and 2 away.
Just nasty stuff. I don't know what else to say. She is so good when she's working with authority, and she is making them pay.
So Houston taking care of both of the first outs in this one at the plate. Now it's Shelby Fraser's turn. Fouls the inside pitch into her dugout.
And Fraser had a pretty tough 2024, tearing that ACL, and then came back, was able to start about half the games in that season. And as somebody who's been an injury-prone athlete throughout my career, I can tell you I root for players like this.
Redshirt sophomore out of Cypress, Texas. That's inside. She lets it go that time to make it 1-1.
Yeah, you redshirt your freshman year and then get a medical redshirt your second year with that torn ACL, and then just getting more developed, recovering from that injury, and just adding that mental aspect.
She comes from an athletic family, too, and that may help with some of the strong mentality. Her cousin Ryan played football at Baylor. Her uncles played football as well. A couple of JCs.
Those JUCO dogs.
And striking out the side, Alyssa Houston gets them swinging all 3 times. A solid top half of the second inning. She'll give way to the Stanford offense in the bottom half. Back at it here in the bottom of the second. 5-6-7 due up for the Cardinal. Leading off is Jade Berry.
And Barry broke open the scoring yesterday with that 2-run home run. And, man, I'm still kicking myself in the butt. I got to laugh about it. Chipped a tooth in men's volleyball on Friday, and then during her home run hit, my tongue got stuck on it, and I just got all tongue-tied. Fortunately, her play overshot everything going on up here.
Well, to be fair, I think she had defense tongue-tied a bit, too. That first pitch from Pittman there, in for a strike.
Yeah, there's no real defense being played when it's sending that far over.
Junior out of Queen Creek, Arizona. Sister Janae currently plays for Arizona. They were here a couple of weeks ago. Her brother Jacob was picked in the first round by the Marlins back in 2022. Two-time All-American. So not only an athletic family, but a diamond sports family. Off speed, in there for the strike.
Yeah, and I don't think you talked about her father either, who was drafted by the Houston Astros. Just a really strong family in that regard.
Can't forget Mom, too. Played basketball at Colorado Mesa. Another D2 stud. That one's off the plate. Good take from Barry.
On International Women's Day, of course, can't forget about moms.
The 2-2. Fouls it out of play. Barry, one of 2 Cardinal hitters who went long yesterday. She was 1 for 3. It was her 3rd home run of the season. A couple of RBIs on the day. Chan the other one. Up and out of the zone.
Yeah, both these pitchers have been having to work really hard today. These at-bats have been very disciplined, and the batters are just, they're getting their workout in.
Into the 20s for pitch count for Pittman. And the payoff. Off speed, waits on it beautifully. Jade Berry drives this into left center field. A stand-up double to lead off the second.
Beautiful placement on that barrel, and a little bit of a drift in the air that dropped right into that center left field, and that is what Jade Berry does best.
Her 5th double of the season. She's got 9 extra base hits out of her 22 overall hits. And now it's Ava Gall's turn. It's off the plate outside to the lefty. Gall, a junior academically, but in terms of eligibility, a sophomore, redshirted last year, working through some health issues, came back healthy here in 2026. Takes a strike there.
Yeah, when she's been called upon, she's really had that production. We saw it in that game against Oklahoma State where she was able to deliver that run-scoring single.
Out of Lakeside, California, all Pac-12 third and freshman team 2 years ago. Squares to bunt. Taken off and taken advantage. Jade Berry sliding in safely to third.
I don't know what's going on around that third baseline. The ball's getting a little bit slippery. Maybe it's some sweaty hands from the sun, but that is going to be a story to follow.
Talked about the speedy Pitt Panthers with their stolen bases. Stanford takes a lot of extra 60 feet when they can. That one misses to make it 3-1. Second stolen base on the season for Jade Berry. Off the plate, Ava Gall draws the walk, runners at the corners.
Yeah, dangerous situation to be in right now with runners on the corner. You can get sacrifice situations and get another run scored early.
And there really is no break in this Stanford lineup in terms of offensive threats. Joey Economides, the sophomore, she's the DP today. Showed off a ton of power in her freshman campaign, went yard 15 times. That was tied for 4th in program history for single season performance. Was also the first to hit a home run in the Stanford football stadium where the Cardinal played last season while this stadium here was being renovated.
How was that experience calling games in that stadium? Because I'm sure I can't even imagine it.
Awesome. I mean, one word, awesome. The coolest moment for many reasons was likely the big swing. This was on April 19th. It's when they actually broke the single game attendance record in the NCAA for softball specifically. Stanford hosted Cal. It was game 3 of the series. The rivalry, the record, so many things made it great. That pitch misses to Economides.
I believe I was working some beach volleyball that day, and the venues are not very close together. It's essentially on the other side of the athletics field, and you could hear the roar and the applause and the energy just permeate throughout the whole campus.
Off-speed misses to make it 2-0. And that's something that Coach Allister talks about as well. You know, how many programs would get to play in the football stadium while their stadium's getting a multi-million-dollar renovation? She credits the athletic department here at Stanford for investing in softball and investing in women's sports. Lightly lined into center field. That's an RBI single for Joey Economides. Run number 2 comes across for the Cardinal. And advancing over to second is the pinch runner for Ava Gall.
Working, and then eventually it breaks. They're keeping her in right now. But, man, Pittman's got to start feeling that sweat dripping down the back of her neck, and those hairs starting to stand up.
First pitch to Sydney Bulifin misses outside for ball 1. That's Jordana King over there at second base, the freshman, pinch running for Ava Gall.
King came in as a pinch runner yesterday as well.
Off the plate again, 2-0. We talked about the pitch count. She's now into the 30s, just here in the second inning. And she threw 74 pitches in game 1 in the 4 1/3 innings that she threw. Grounded, right side. Handled at second base by Vaughn, but runners will advance. First out of the inning.
You got to feel good to get that first out, but runners advancing to scoring position now with only 1 out. Still a really difficult logjam in front of Pittman.
Looks like we'll get a pinch runner for Joey Economides over at second base. It's going to be another freshman, Sophia Jin, Bay Area kid.
Yeah, we saw Jin come in a similar situation. She actually had an at-bat yesterday where she was able to get a hit and a walk, so productive performances. We were talking about the freshmen for Pitt, but now the freshmen starting to get their love and their shine here on this broadcast for the Cardinal.
Had a chance to talk with Sophia Jin and Taryn Kern, just being local products from the Bay Area, what it was going to be like to play in this new stadium. Both had similar sentiments. Kern getting to end her collegiate career in this stadium, and Jin getting to start hers here and see this investment all around her.
One might call it a handoff of the torch.
Now the All-American River Mailer stepping in. Takes ball one inside from Pittman.
And with the slap hitting ability of Mailer, you can see the third base defender have to charge up that line. And with a runner on third, what does that do to your lineup defensively?
You have to adjust, right? That pre-pitch preparation, and this is lifted into the outfield, into center. Going to be deep enough for the tag. So the sac fly from River Mailer will bring in run number 3 for the Cardinal. An intelligent out for 2 away.
Fly ball, very productive, allowing a runner to come in there and score. And man, it's got to feel so good to get the monkey off your back for Stanford. It took so long, in relativity, 4th and 5th innings before the run started to score after getting some significant and great at-bats. And now early on, the bats are flying, the balls are dropping, and you're getting runs through the plate, and that's what matters most.
Yeah, Pitt actually led 1-0 after 4 innings yesterday. So yes, the late game production from the Cardinal making the difference, and not surprised to see a conference here in the circle, especially going back to the top of the order as Taryn Kern awaits.
Yeah, in that point where Pitt led 1-0, Stanford had left 8 on base at that point as well. So it's people were getting on base, but they were just able to get out the situations with Duck really just fighting through the adversity. And then when it eventually happened, the Jenga tower got pulled out, and whoops.
Conference is complete. Still 2 outs here with Jin over at second base. The off speed misses for ball 1.
Yeah, Jin's got quite a lot of speed behind her, so as she's hiding behind that pitcher at second, let's see what tricks she might have in store if given the opportunity.
That pitch finds the zone to even it up 1-1. Kern came into this leading the team in average, on-base percentage, slugging, OPS, runs scored, RBIs, and home runs. A lead off in every way. And she'll take strike 2.
Yeah, and they're really trusting Pittman right here. She's got so much softball under her belt in this situation, despite the fact that she's given up 3 runs up to this point. Still riding with their girl.
Pitches upstairs. A good take there from Kern, which she's really known for. She had 52 walks last season. That's fouled out of play.
Yeah, I want to see who goes up there and grabs those balls at the end of the game, because there's got to be at least 50 up there just from yesterday.
And they do try to keep them. That's why you couldn't keep the foul balls as a souvenir prior to this. That's lined into left field. The one hop comes up high on Tozik, but plenty of time for Jin to come around and score. So the RBI from Taryn Kern puts Stanford at 4.
Jin rounding those bases, just showing off that speed. You could have had a way more shallow hit, and that speed blazing her way home.
Head coach Jessica Allister looking like a genius, bringing in those 2 pinch runners when she did. Very strategic.
We always talk about, oh, it's chess, not checkers. She's playing 4D chess.
That's true. She's known to have the rule book in her hand. She knows it from cover to cover.
Yeah, and this is pre-AI generation where, oh, I can just Google this, I can look up this. No, it is ingrained.
Jones, the home run hitter, stepping in. The off speed, finding the zone there to make it 1-1. And it's interesting. Jones hit a home run her last at bat, but defensively, Pitt has still come in because they know that she's got speed. She could drop a bunt, so you see Helton halfway up the line over at third base. That's grounded softly to the right side. Getting the out at 1, and finishing off the inning is Vaughn. But more damage done, a crooked number from the Cardinal. The RBIs as Barry, Jordana King, and Sophia Jin all come in and make it 4-0 Cardinal. Top of the 3rd inning, a productive first 2 innings for the Cardinal. They scored 1 in the first, 3 in the 2nd. They're up 4-0 over the Panthers. Series finale here in the ACC slate, the 2nd ACC weekend for Stanford this season, and it's been the opening weekend for the Pitt Panthers.
What better way to start off your ACC play at home than in your new stadium, going ahead and breaking through with those brooms.
And a new pitcher in the circle for the Cardinal, that's Anna Brewer. First pitch in there to Addison Oberbreckling for a strike. Brewer earned her first career victory coming in on relief in Game 1. She relieved Houston then as well, through 2 2/3 innings. Grounded over to second. Shepard to first, routine, out number 1.
Yeah, typically she throws that heavy down ball that can go up to the mid to high 60s, and when you throw that down ball, sometimes you see fly balls, but that one just hit awkwardly off the bat, went right over to the second place player, and just a routine play.
Addison Tozic in the 9th spot. Fouls the first pitch off. Tozic getting the opportunity here today. To start out and left, the freshman out of Indiana.
Freshman on freshman.
2-time All-State in high school. 3-time conference MVP. Has multiple school records. As the off speed from Brewer is in there for a strike, 0-2.
Yeah, that changeup that she has is really great as well.
Brewer, the freshman, working with the 0-2 count. Lined through the 3-4 hole. Great AB, the throw not in time from Chan. And a base hit from Tozic. First one of the day for Pitt.
Yeah, and right field right over there. Chan had it in her hand, was ready to go, and just at that last possible second, held up. And, I mean, that's the matter of the game. It's not seconds, it's milliseconds in that degree.
In that situation, too, that's too much over the plate for an 0-2 pitch. You got to try to make him chase a little bit, but what a good AB from Tozic. Back to the top of the order here with Tylee Vaughn. She walked her last time up.
Yeah, just finishing off the point with Tozic. I believe that was one of her first career at-bats, if I'm not mistaken. I am mistaken.
I think that was her 7th hit.
There you go. Sorry, I don't know what my notes are off there.
Runner was taken off, but the pitch is fouled down the left side. Tozic is 4 for 7 in stolen base attempts this season. So got some speed over at first base. A 1-2 count here to Tylee Vaughn. Fisted, just under the glove of River Mailer. Coming around second, going into third, sliding in safely is Tozic. Advancing over to second, the speedy Vaughn. And the Pitt Panthers are in business.
And you got to be feeling so much better in this situation. For Pitt, after giving up 4 runs up to this point, now your offense is starting to get their own degree going. And you feel like if the offense can start getting a little momentum in their own regard, 1 out runner in scoring position, you got to be feeling like, hey, we're right back in this. There's nothing wrong. Let's see if we can steal one to close out the weekend.
Now Alina Ball stepping in. Looked like she was thinking about the slap in her approach. 2 of the speediest on base right now in scoring position for the Panthers. Ball laid down the sacrifice last time up. That's in there for a strike from Brewer.
Now we're going to see what the freshman in this circle is made out of. Brewer's in a bit of a tough situation that she's put herself in. Now can she settle herself, get her feet set, and get back to her game?
Lays down the bunt again, this time in foul territory. Good idea to give some context into the speed of Ball. She's got double-digit stolen bases this season, has won in each of the last 2 games against Stanford.
Yeah, came into the weekend tied for 8th in the ACC, and that number's going to be climbing high.
She'll have to protect now the 1-2 count. Going with the slap, just missed inside from Brewer. Brewer, the Columbia, Tennessee native, 2-time Tennessee Sports Writers Association All-State. That misses to make it a full count. First base is open, but Callie Henney, the number 3 hitter, awaits on deck.
If she can come out here and get a strikeout in this situation, it'll be huge, changing the whole entire dynamic up from 1 out to 2.
Flared foul, left side.
On the big board, they got the crazy psycho eye trees there. Swear that image burned into my soul.
Official name, the Techno Tree.
Ooh, there you go.
That crazy eyes is right. That pitch misses, and drawing the walk. Another good plate appearance there from Alina Ball. Bases juiced.
For a young freshman to come in and immediately put herself in this situation, I think you might need a little bit of just settling down from your teammates, saying, hey, you're here for a reason. You are that person. You got this. And that's exactly what we're going to see now.
Pitching coach Danielle O'Toole-Trejo, known as Tooley, coming out to have a conversation with Brewer. Some of the infield as well.
Yeah, it's been the theme today with the 1, staying alive, and then 2, just the mental aspect of the game. You have the physical traits. You train time after time. But when you're put into these situations, you can just start to have a little bit of that doubt. People in the professional world call it that imposter syndrome. Here, it's a little bit of a different situation, but I guess you could call it something similar, but it's just you can't get in your own head about it. You got to understand that you prepared for the situation, you prepared to be able to get out of the situation, and if something does go the opposite direction, you just got to keep it moving and understand that, hey, you're brought in here for a reason. You can still do this.
That mental strength, something that Thule definitely shares and tries to impart upon her pitchers. The first pitch there to Callie Henny, misses for ball 1. Thule was an Olympian for Team Mexico, AUX champion, Athletes Unlimited, All-American at Arizona, Pac-12 and Mountain West Pitcher of the Year before she transferred to San Diego State. In her second season here with the Cardinals, she came from the other side of the bay, coming from Cal. Prior to that was at Fullerton in San Diego. A lot of great experience that she can share with Brewer and company. That finds the zone. 2-1 now to Henny, who struck out looking her last time up. That was against Alyssa Houston. Grounded over to Mailer. She'll get the force at second. They'll try to turn 2. It doesn't work, but going straight home and applying the tag, not in time. They'll try to get her over at third, but she was actually already retired. So a little bit of confusion there from the Stanford Cardinal, but the out was recorded at second base. She was safe at first on the attempted double play. And some runs coming across, taking advantage.
Whole different ball game at this point. 2-run ball game. Your offense starting to find their groove against the freshman over here in the circle. And then now, can you carry that offense into the defense on the other side?
2 outs. This is lifted in foul territory. Making the catch is Jin, who stayed in defensively, it appears. And that's going to do it. But on the board now, the Pitt Panthers chipping away. They still trail. Stanford now will go back on offense. Chan, Shepard, and Barry do up. Back in the bottom of the third inning, a crooked number put up by the Panthers in the top half. It's 4-2. Stanford still on top. And a new pitcher in the circle for the Panthers. Mia Cleathermis taking over the reins from the starter Kira Pittman. Kira Chan to lead things off. She'll take ball 1. Cleathermis 3-0 on the season, 15 1/3 innings pitched. Allowed 14 hits, 15 strikeouts to just 5 walks. This is off the plate.
Yeah, and you can see it right there. The fastball is her primary offering, and she is thrown with as much velocity as we've seen from the circle today.
Came in on relief for Pittman and back in game 1 on Friday. Waits on it. Chan delivers down the line and fair into the corner in right field. She's going for 3. Alistair waving her around, and she's in there safely. Kira Chan, the triple to lead things off.
Yeah, Lena Ball had the ball in her hand, was holding it, and just, I don't know what's going on with that thing today. Just drop balls, allowing extra base runners to keep it moving.
And you know, when you have speed, they'll take advantage of it, and Chan does just that. Alistair sending her all the way. Chan is now 5 triples. Excuse me, 7 triples in total, 3 triples away from tying for 10th overall in program history. 0-1 count here to Addison Shepard. Off the plate, good take. Shepard grounded out to second her last time up.
Freshman on freshman action once again, and a little bit of a different look for the Stanford lineup. Such a lefty-dominant lineup, one of the right-hand hitters here.
That one misses as well, 2-1. Freshman, been an immediate impact. She was on the D1 softball freshman preseason 100 alongside Izzy Kakatian. Misses upstairs. The poise that she shows, the patience in the box. You wouldn't think she's a freshman.
No, I mean, just really inspiring, just the production that she has had throughout her freshman year, and she's doing it the right way.
3-1. Hits it hard over to short. Taken off is Chan. She's going to be gunned down at the plate. A nice defensive play by Fraser there. 1 away for Pitt.
Situational play is key. You saw him look to first base for a quarter of a second and then realize, oh no, we have a more immediate threat. Got that throw, and the triple gets wiped out before a score is able to get in there. And now feeling a little more confidence for the freshman in the circle.
And some might wonder, well, why did she go on that? The direction might have been, the guidance might have been anything on the ground you're taking off. That was on the ground, so she took off. But it was hit fairly hard. And very quick reaction from Frazier over there at short.
A good reaction. When you have speed, you have to trust yourself in these situations as well.
Jade Berry takes ball 1. She doubled and came around to score her last time up. Stole third base in the process. Fouls that pitch off, making it 1-1. Nia Cleathermiss, freshman out of Missouri in the circle. 3-time All-State, 2-time Missouri Class 3 state champion. Misses upstairs. So Shepard's over at first, the 1 out here with Jade Berry. Cardinal have scored in both of the last 2 innings. That's grounded softly up the middle. Getting the force at second. Shepard's retired, and Berry will reach on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, very similar contact off the bat to the first one that we saw, and Pitt just doing a really good job sticking with the fundamentals, able to get the person out in the more threatening situation and just keep things moving along. They had a very successful at-bat at the top of the inning, and now the defense starting to carry alongside with it with their freshmen.
What a response from Cleathermiss as well. You give up the leadoff triple, produce a couple of grounders to let your defense work, and the defense keeping it clean. You know, 4 errors in game 1 on Friday for Pitt. They have her back right now.
That's just the team having your back.
First pitch strike into Ava Gall. Gall walked. Came around to score in the 3-run second inning for the Cardinal. That's lined into left. Making the grab on the run is Tozik. Well struck, but well played, and that's going to do it. So the runner stranded, nothing across for the Cardinal. They still lead 4-2 over the Panthers. 3 innings in the books here at Stanford Softball Stadium. Cardinal up 4-2 over the Panthers in the series finale in the ACC. Jenna Becerra and Max Agress here with you on the call. And we have a new pitcher in the circle for the Cardinal once again. So Houston went a couple innings, the starter. Brewer came in for one, and now Ava Bulanti, the freshman, getting the opportunity. She's only thrown 2 1/3 innings so far this season, allowed 6 hits, 5 runs, 1 strikeout, a couple of walks. So another opportunity for the freshman to get some invaluable experience.
Yeah, and she's been on ice for nearly a month. The last time we saw her was against Kentucky. And yeah, just you had a lot of time to learn. You had a lot of time to just brew on your previous performances. Now in your 3rd appearance, this is time to put it all together.
Out of Redwood City, California, so off speed in for a strike for the first pitch. Got to have confidence there. But when we say local kid, that's down the street.
Yeah. Like, if I look far enough standing on this chair from the 3rd row, I might be able to see your house.
Cameron Murphy in foul territory, running out of room is Kern over at first. Taryn Kern spent most of her time here at Stanford over at second base defensively. Has taken reps at first in case they wanted to try some things differently in the infield, and Shepard holding it down at second base right now. 0-2. Off speed, grounded up the middle. Forehand on the run from River Mailer. Beautiful play for out number 1 here in the 4th.
Oh, beautiful job, and that throw was done to perfection. Going up there, making the scoop, and then using that centripetal force to flip the hips mid-air and deliver that ball in time.
River Mailer started off as a freshman over at second base, has held it down at shortstop ever since, and now in her senior year. Gracie Hilton now stepping in their first strike. Back-to-back hitters. Ava Bulanti has jumped ahead.
And when you have that support of your defense, your confidence just grows immensely. You know that, hey, this pressure isn't just on me with the ball in my hand. Yes, I'm initiating, but I can trust that if something does happen, my team's got me.
Up and out. Gall handles it.
And then when you have a ball that goes that far out and your catcher's able to go in there and grab it as well, it's just another fist pump in your mind.
It's the portion of the order where Alyssa Houston struck out the side back in the 2nd. That was Murphy, Hilton, and Frazier. Pitch down. 2-1. Ava Bulanti's dad, Bill, played baseball at the University of San Francisco. She produces another foul ball.
Got that baseball background all throughout. And that experience that her dad shared, I'm sure, helping set the table.
Four-time league champion in high school.
Crazy.
2-2. In the air. Edge of the grass. Mailer camped out, makes the grab.
And Mailer with 2 really good defensive plays in this situation. I mean, just hard because that sun at this angle right here at this noon first pitch, it's right in your eyes. And going back to it real quick, 4 championships in high school. I mean, I got 1 in my belt, and I'm still, like, talking trash whenever I see my old homies from other schools. Just dominance all about. You're walking out there, chest poking out when you're back home, and you're, hey, I did that.
Ton of recognition. She was in the first team All-Metro by the San Francisco Chronicle, the Bay Area News, West Coast Bay Area, and NorCal / the Cal High Sports All-State team.
Mm-hmm. And on top of that, this is the open division as well. That is the big time. So if I know football, how that division works, but you go open, and then depending on your school size, if you lose in the open, then you go to the Division 1 rank or wherever division you are. So they won the big time one, the one that's the granddaddy of them all.
Did that in back-to-back years, 2024, 2025. Tooley came out to have a chat. Conversation complete. Back at it, Shelby Frazier. Swings at the first pitch into the outfield, ranging over to make the grab. In deep right center is Kira Chan. So a strong initial outing from the freshman Ava Bulanti. 3 up, 3 down. Cardinal up 4-2, heading to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th, bottom of the order due up is 7, 8, 9. Sophia Jin, who came in to pinch run for Joey Economides, has stayed in. She'll stay in the box, starting things off. Slapper takes ball 1.
Had those at bats yesterday, very productive with them, so it's good to see another young player and another local product. This one out of Danville this time around, only about an hour away. Getting an opportunity to show her stuff.
And she'll take a strike there into San Ramon Valley for high school ball.
Yeah, she got a great praise from her coach, called the ultimate contact hitter.
It's lined foul. So 1 and 2 here. Mia Clethermis still in the circle after coming on for the starter, Kira Pittman. Takes that pitch for ball 2.
Call a lot of different levels of sports, from JUCO to other Division I schools around the area. But whenever I'm at Stanford, I'm always just amazed to see the accolade section.
It's true. Back to Clethermis, over to first. Did she get her foot down in time? Umpire says she did. So helping herself out, Clethermis gets out number 1 and retires Jin. I do call Stanford the home of champions for a reason, the most national championships in the country, just across the athletic department.
Yeah, when you drive onto campus, you see that big sign with everything just on full proud display.
49 straight years with at least 1 team championship.
That's unreal. I can see the wry smile from the corner of your mouth right there. As a very proud alumnus of Stanford.
Well, it was close. You know, women's soccer in the fall made it to the national championship game and lost. Golf potentially poised. They're ranked number 1 to bring home the natty to make it 50 straight. Hit hard by Bulafin over to second base, but Vaughn takes care of it. Back-to-back groundouts, 2 up, 2 down for Pitt. River Mailer is due up here. She's having a conversation with Coach Allister. Julie running over to chat with her as well. This is a staff that's known for making lineup changes, moving people defensively, pinch hitters, just making moves in general, utilizing the depth that they have. Mailer, of course, with the sac fly and getting the RBI back in the second. She thought about the slap there and takes ball one. It's the thing about the lefties throughout this Stanford lineup, multi-dimensional. Going for it again. She'll take that one over the plate, little up.
Yeah, as he moved through this at bat, we've seen her in that game yesterday. Mailer started out with that slap stance and then all of a sudden changed it up, went to a more traditional swing, and it resulted in a base hit.
That's the thing. They can adjust pitch to pitch. Hard to defend. Goes for it again. Foul into the net. Good effort there over at third from Helton. Cleathermis trying to help Pitt go back-to-back, keeping Stanford scoreless. Hitting it over to short. Up the middle. Throw is wide. Mailer safely aboard over at first base. Will likely be an E6 on the throw.
Yeah, should have made the play, but you know, sometimes shoulda, coulda, woulda is going to be the name of the story. With 2 outs, you still got to be feeling pretty okay from inside the circle there. You just got to keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. That's all you can think to yourself.
We talked about the defense, 4 errors for Pitt on Friday, 1 yesterday. Have 1 here today, so keeping it clean going to be key. Taryn Kern takes strike 1. RBI single last time up, 1 for 2 so far today.
And that's the difference when you have such power at the top of your lineup, is when you do get that rotation and people are on base, you know that they got the absolute gifted drive on home.
Fouled. It's a tough part of the order. You go from number 9 to number 1. You go from one All-American to the next. Both of these players, Mailer and Kern, were named to the preseason National Player of the Year Top 50 watch list.
No easy at-bats.
Thought about it. Did she go? Antonio Flores asked for help. Joe Havenville says she did not. Panthers fans wanted that one.
My shoulders scream whenever I see somebody hold up a swing like that. My rotator cuffs just keep yelling at me.
Not easy. Very short window to make a decision. And that's a called strike 3 that time. Cleathermis sits her down and gets out number 3 in the 4th. Back-to-back scoreless innings for the Panthers defense. They'll pick up the bats in the top of the 5th. Top of the 5th inning, and the 4th pitcher of the day for the Stanford Cardinal. Zoe Pristyko, who has emerged as the ace so far this season for the Cardinal. The lefty in the circle now. She has racked up the strikeouts so far this weekend, coming in on relief. This is her 3rd appearance in 3 straight games. First pitch to Addison Oberbreckling, misses for ball 1.
Got the win last night, and man, the reverse Ks were on display. She was striking folks out left and right.
Curveball inside to the righty, beautiful break. Yeah, she threw the last 3 innings in game 1, got the save, her 2nd of the season, ended it with 7 straight strikeouts, then followed it up with 3 2/3 innings yesterday on relief with 9 strikeouts. Swing and a miss there to make it 1-2.
And that's what she possesses. Her game is so nasty with the velocity, with that drop ball right there. Like, the bag is deep, and it gets on display quickly.
Career high 8 strikeouts coming into this season. She's already surpassed that 6 times this year. Foul ball there from Oberbreckling to stay alive. Oberbreckling, the freshman out of Nashville, Tennessee.
Came in as a pinch hitter yesterday, ended up getting an at-bat as well. And one of those players that was struck out, if I'm not mistaken, by Pristyko.
1-2. And she is right there once again. Zoe Pristyko with the strikeout, her 1st of the day. What is that, number 17 on the weekend?
Have yourself a weekend. I can definitely see another ACC award being pinned onto her name after this one.
When you think of the period in which she's done it, so 7 innings total she's thrown now. 17 strikeouts, pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, coming into the weekend, she was most in the ACC on the season, 7th most in the NCAA, 4th most among Power 4 pitchers. She's been getting it done, and there's a reason why you took out a pretty nice performance from your freshman, put in the sophomore, because you know she can go out there, she can get it done, and, you know, just turn the page on the weekend.
Yeah, leading the ACC in strikeouts. Top 10 nationally, like you said, 88 so far this season. Squares around a bunt, takes it for a strike. Corners were crashing. Coming into this, too, she was in the top 2 in the ACC in terms of strikeouts per 7 innings, averaging 10.4. It just went up a tick after that one. And a swing and a miss there for 1-2.
You got more updated notes than I had. I had 10.1 at that point, so that number is just climbing, climbing, climbing.
But double digits, right? I mean,
yeah.
Already surpassed her season total from a year ago. Off the plate there, good take from Tozic. Singled and scored her last time up. A couple of RBIs that came in from Callie Henney in the fielder's choice. Called strike 3. Turn it around, it's the K looking. Back-to-back strikeouts for Zoe. 2 away here in the 5th.
My favorite part about the whole entire situation is, yes, obviously a great play, but Ava Gall stepping up, giving her a little dance. That just ensues confidence from behind the plate rating all the way out to the 200 pulls on each side.
Back to the top of the order. First pitch misses for ball 1 to Tylee Vaughn. Ava Gall spent her freshman season over at first base. Has always trained in the bullpen. Was recruited as a catcher. Getting time back there this year. Fouled over on top of the stadium right above us.
Whenever those balls come over the netting, I'm always like super ready. I'm just like, oh, I'll grab one. I got you. You're looking down your paper. No, I got you.
A lot of my broadcast partners will say, oh, you didn't even flinch. I'm like, well, I hope I wouldn't flinch.
Yeah, it's like I have
that's not my reaction.
More than a decade. And what position did you play when you were out here on the farm?
I played the corners.
Oh, okay, so yes, you were very accustomed to those things coming at you quickly.
Yes, exactly. Tooley visiting the mound quickly as well to talk with Zoe.
Surprised your spidey senses don't just kick in at that point. You just stick out your hand and grab it.
If it's close enough, sometimes that's just the natural reaction.
Yeah, exactly. See ball, get ball.
Pitch misses. Vaughn, of course, in the leadoff spot. She's 1 for 1 today with a walk. Now a 16-game on-base streak. Swing and a miss there, 2-2. And we got Deuces Wild with 2 outs as well.
I love that so much. It makes me smile and chuckle every time I hear it.
Grounded. Just foul near the bag at third base. Frustration from the Pittsburgh coaching staff. They thought they had a fair ball there.
I think if it wasn't played, Jade Berry would have made a little more of an effort. I think she saw that one go foul right away from that vantage point at third base and just, hey, if I can make this play, I can make this play, but there's no need to extend or do anything there.
Yeah, Jenny Allard came out of the dugout. A few of the Pitt staff members did, actually, because they thought they might have had their third hit of the ball game there. But nevertheless, still 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Zoe per strikeout, sitting down the side, 3 in a row fanned. And the top of the 5th in the books. Bottom half coming up next, 4-2 Stanford. Bottom half of the 5th inning. And close to the top of the order for Stanford due up with Jones, Chan, and Shepard scheduled. Jones, of course, 1 for 2 with the solo shot back in the first to get Stanford on the board. First run of the ball game. It's been a little bit quieter after a loud first 3 innings. Stanford scoring in the first with the home run, the crooked number in the second. Pitt striking back with 2 in the third. But a quiet last 4 half innings remain scoreless, and it's strike 1 to Jones.
It's the opposite of what we've seen in the beginning. Flipping the sides of the page, hoping you can keep it going. And instead, you get a hot start and then let things settle a little bit. The burner's still on, the water's still simmering. If you turn it up, all of a sudden you'll get a boil real quick.
Jones hitting .314 this season. That was her first home run of the year. She'll take ball 2 right there. Jones actually started her career defensively over at third base. And after the graduation of Taylor Gindelsberger, who was a 5-year starter in center field, she took it over and just without missing a beat. It's been outstanding out there in the grass.
Yeah, I always get amazed. You got the ability to compete in school here at Stanford, and then now you just shift positions just like that and plug and play.
Swing and a miss there, and the strikeout for Clee Thermos. 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Clee Thermos came in the 3rd inning. Has quieted the Stanford bats so far. Kira Chan takes ball 1. She had the leadoff triple back in the 3rd. Clee Thermos with a nice response to get a couple of ground outs and then the fly out to get out of it. Flared. Out of play, left side.
It's always funny when you see kids. There are a couple kids out there in foul territory in left field. Some really love it. They chase after it. They're like a dog going after that ball. And some are just like, hey, you can have it.
Inside for ball 2. This is a Cardinal team that did see Clee Thermos on Friday in game 1. She came in to relieve Pittman, threw an inning and 2/3, 3 hits, couple of strikeouts, no walks. Did allow 3 runs, but none of them were earned. Now it's 3-1. Jordan Dale, the pitching coach for the Pitt Panthers. That's over the plate to make it a full count.
Yeah, it's very early in ACC play, but as Mia Clee Thermos continues her development throughout, she's been a start out point. She's a great reliever in this situation, and she will be a threat to be reckoned with as her career progresses.
Lined into right field. That's going to find the gap. All the way to the wall. Can Chan do it again? She stays at second. Alistair was sending her to third. With a slight hesitation, she'll stick with the double.
Yeah, Kira Chan doing a good job just reading the play in the situation. We've seen that right field line and ball drop it a few times. Kind of almost faked it out. She's bent over, grabbed that ball, and then Chan just had enough to look over and say, hey, I'm not going to get there. I'm going to stay here at second and just smile and give myself a little, I mean, what is that even called these days?
The dab?
The dab, yeah. My age is showing.
In scoring position nonetheless for Addison Shepard, who takes strike 1.
I feel like the dab is almost last generation type of celebration now. See the kids hit the nay-nay or 6-7 or whatever the heck they do now.
The kids. Back-to-back strikes from Clee Thermos. She jumps ahead 0-2.
Yeah, anytime I see that 2000s, I'm just like, oh.
The birth year?
Yeah.
Yep. And that's where we're at. All the players. 0-2, flared on the right side. That's going to stay fair by inches. Cut off by Ball, but Chan coming around to score. The RBI single for Addison Shepard. 5-2 Cardinal.
Yeah, Ball doing a good job in that situation, being able to hold it up that time around. But there was just enough flight time on that ball, holding up, and then speeded Chan rounding the bases. And Stanford, after you were complaining about it, finds a way to get the score. Obviously joking.
The first pitch to Jade Berry in for a strike. And that ball did have movement on it, you know, coming off the bat of the right-handed Shepard, breaking towards the line. So, yes, Ball being able to stop that. Might have saved it in the Parker. That's lifted into left. The hip turn, making the grab as Tozik out in the grass. Shepard will stay put. Out number 2. The response that Clee Thermos has shown after giving something up has been something that pitching coach Jordan Dale will definitely be pleased with. Give up the RBI single, produce an out right after.
That's what we've seen from a lot of these pitchers here at Pitt. It's not necessarily about the mistake. It's about learning from it and continue to grow.
You know, the 8-2 loss, for example, on Friday, only 2 of those runs were earned. So the pitchers have been battling with a very solid Stanford offense.
Cletherm up to 47 pitches now in her outing.
1-1 to Ava Gall. Grounded to the right side. Scooped up, handled by Vaughn over to first, and that'll do it. But the RBI single from Addison Shepard adds to the lead. Stanford with 5, Pitt with 2. Heading to the next one. Cardinals 6 outs away from their first ACC sweep of the season, but the Panthers not done yet. Ball, Henny, and Esparza due up for Pitt. And this is an ACC slate that is incredibly competitive and really on the rise. 5 ACC teams currently in the ESPN national poll. Stanford at number 19, but Florida State at 10. Virginia Tech at 11, Virginia at 20, Duke at 25, but receiving votes, Clemson, North Carolina, and Louisville.
Right there on the cusp. A great softball conference.
And Alina Ball will lead things off. 0 for 0. Had the sack bunt her first time up and then drew the walk second time. Thought about bunting there, but will take ball 1.
And both of her at-bats have really just been grinders. She's extended these pitches.
Pops the bunt up, diving and making the grab, Taryn Kern. What a play from the senior. The reaction time, the extension, beautiful.
Saw that bunt, you saw her charging immediately, and just the full flight Superman effort to make that grab and get the first out.
Made the defensive move from second over to first. And making it look easy. Callie Henny takes ball 1 inside from Prostyko. Prostyko had retired every batter she faced via the strikeout until that beautiful play from Taryn Kern. Goes inside again, just misses once again.
And with how fast these pitches come out, I gotta feel like Kern in first base is still just trying to get her heart rate a little bit more stable.
Well, it's a rule for the corners. Do not get beat in front. She wasn't going to get beat. You have the option to potentially let that fall and go foul if you can read the spin, if it looks like it would. But you got to appreciate the all-out effort.
You know, highlight play is never a bad thing.
Swings through strike 2. Reminiscent of Jessie Warren's play over at third base for Florida State in the World Series several years back, where she dove and caught the bunt as well. That highlight gets played every single year, as it should. That gets her on the front. So Henny will find her way aboard for second time today via the hit by pitch.
Just one of those freshmen that have been so productive and able to get it done, getting hit by a pitch in this situation, but it was led into that situation because of just how patient she has been.
She's 0 for 2 today, but she did have the RBIs back in the third. She reached on the fielder's choice, but the run's coming across and some of the chaos on the base paths. KK Esparza due up, but head coach Jessica Allister having a conversation with Antonio Flores behind the plate. So you don't have to attempt to get out of the way if you're in the batter's box. Now, if you lean over the plate, let's say, and then you get hit, they can make you stay in the box. I don't know if that might be what Coach Allister's asking about and what the umpires are now discussing.
We do have that DV Sports setup.
Yep, and the video review will commence.
She knows the rule book. We joke about it, we talk about it, but it is absolutely real. She understands the situation, had a great point of view right there from the dugout. And now the Tech Ops team can get their shine.
And they have multiple angles that they can see using the DV Sport technology, camera set up throughout the stadium. More angles than we have on the broadcast. We talked earlier about how everybody wants to get the call right, umpires included. So they get another chance to take another look.
You know something I've really appreciated in sports over the last couple of years? It's just the transparency of the play review. Usually broadcasters are sitting like, what's going on? The fans are like, oh, I saw this from I don't know how many feet back. But the ability to go ahead, get that replay view, really just be transparent and allow everybody to get along the process, it just makes a better product and a better game.
And always important to remember that the initial call matters because there has to be enough evidence to overturn a call in the video review. So that's why that first initial call still sets the tone for what the outcome could be. And in the stadium, on the video board out in left field, they are showing the replay. It's not a question of did she get hit? The question might be, was she in the box? Was she leaning over? Did it get her hands? Does that count as part of the bat? They're taking a look at it all.
It's like you know the rule book ultra well yourself, huh?
Well, and some changes this year, too, you know. Some good reading material. It looks like the review is complete. We're going to get the ruling. And the Pitt Panthers are going to be thrilled with that one as it counts as the hit by pitch. Henny remains on first base. So they have one aboard with one out here in the sixth.
Going back to what you were saying a moment ago, the call stands is his exact verbiage.
Yep. And we'll see the pinch runner come in here over at first for Henny. Catcher getting a bit of a break. That's Peyton Harris, the freshman out of Irvine. California kid on this Pitt team. There's two of them from Southern California, but still a much shorter trip than going across all the way to Pitt.
I always wondered what the culture shock is like when you're somebody who's had nice weather your whole entire life going to somewhere with actual winters.
Yeah, they're appreciating this weather right now. It's 75 degrees here at Stanford. The breeze has calmed down.
Exactly.
It's gorgeous. KK Esparza swings through strike one from Pristyko.
I like to think somebody's out there watching on their phone on the ESPN app from the beach, just getting that breeze and just taking it all in.
Sounds like a wonderful day. The only thing better would be to be here in person. That's a swinging strike two there.
Oh, I know. This new ballpark is beautiful. It really is glorious. As you walk up, you just see the towering structure, and then you get inside. And then, despite how big it looks, it just feels so intimate.
0-2. Swing and a miss for a three-pitch strikeout. Second out of the inning, and Pristyko comes back.
I thought you were going to give it to her again. I really did. I thought the nickname was going to come flying. I just felt it. But you're like, no.
You have to be strategic.
You have to.
Discerning. But it is her fourth strikeout of the day. So she is now 21 on the weekend.
What a weekend.
Cameron Murphy stepping in. She's 0 for 2. Struck out in the second. That was up against Alyssa Houston. And grounded out in the fourth. That was Ava Bulante.
When you see Perstyko go out there and see her production, it's almost to be expected. She was a very high recruit, 5th nationally in the Elite 100. That's 5th best in her recruiting class overall.
Almost looked like a push bunt. Foul down the first baseline. Just came in on the hands there.
That's almost one of the hardest things to do, is when you are somebody that everybody has their eyes on, to really live up to that hype. And she's done it throughout her first year, and now just the amazing performances she's been able to put out in that circle in this 2026 campaign.
Up and in. Good take from Murphy. And just the improvement, you know, ended with an ERA of 5 on the dot last season. 44 appearances, 96 2/3 innings pitched, and she's at 2.09 this year in ERA. Runner takes off. Nobody's covering. The throw from Gall goes into center. Jones there to back it up.
And that's a very heads-up play from Jones in center field in that situation. The ball kind of skipped off that second base, and then if she was even dozing off for a quarter of a second, that could have went for a very bad situation. Was able to hold things up, keep your water, and keep calm with 2 outs and that 2-2 count.
So Harris with the stolen base, now in scoring position. Swing and a miss, and there it is for Zoe per strikeout. That is her 5th on the day. Back-to-back Ks to get out of it in the 6th. Stanford up 5-2 over Pitt. Bottom half of the 6th, and the bottom half of the order due up 7, 8, 9. Joey Economides will step back in. She got the start as the designated player. Jin came in to run and then stayed in to hit the last AB. Economides with an RBI single back in the 2nd. Takes the first pitch on the wide of the plate from Clee Thermos.
And you bring another righty back into the lineup that is, like we've said many, many, many times, very left-handed.
And just her and Addison Shepard holding it down. Pitch misses up. 1-1. Economides hitting .275 so far this season. .333 when she's leading off an inning. 15 RBIs on the year to go with her 14 hits. Just missed.
Yeah,
Not a bad spot.
Not a bad spot at all. The top left corner just barely outside.
Two one. That's inside. Making a hitter's count 3-1. You know, I mentioned Danielle O'Toole, pitching coach for the Stanford side. We briefly mentioned Jordan Dale for Pitt. She played at Oregon in her 3rd season here on staff at Pitt. She's all Pac-12 pitcher. So that's fouled out of play by Economides. Also played professionally for the then Texas Smoke. They're now the Atlanta Smoke, but back-to-back WPF champion. She ended her Oregon career the 11th in program history with 354 strikeouts in the circle. It's a lot of experience there, too. That misses for ball 4. Good AB from Joey Economides. She's aboard with the walk.
That's the reason why you insert her back into the lineup in this position to kick off the bottom of the order. Just the patience she shows on display fully there. Didn't reach at anything, just did her job.
And this will be it for Economides. She'll come out and give way to another pinch runner. That is the sophomore Mylia Perez over at first base, San Ramon native. She's seen some time out in the outfield this season as well. So Perez over at first base. And Sydney Bolifin now in the box. Takes a first pitch strike. Bolifin has grounded out to second twice. Looking to make an adjustment. Fouls that straight back.
If I'm not mistaken, was that to 2 different pitchers in those situations as well?
Yes. Her groundouts? Yes.
Yes.
Yep. First time was against Pittman. Second time was Cleathermos. Foul tipped into the glove of Henny. And that's going to do it. The strikeout for Cleathermos. An important out. Once again, the response after allowing a walk in this situation records the out. Naylor fouls the first pitch out of play. Sac fly RBI in the second, reached on an error back in the 4th. 7 hits on the day for the Cardinal. Mailer looking for her first of the day. She was 2 for 3 yesterday in game 2 with a double and a couple of RBIs. Take a strike on the outside corner, well placed from Cleathermos.
Harping on it time and time again, but composure on full display. Gives up that walk, gets the out of the last at bat, and now the 0-2 count.
In the air, foul territory left field. Out of reach. Good effort from Tozik. Another life for Mailer.
One thing I really appreciate about this new stadium as well is the combination of artificial surfaces as well as natural surfaces. Natural where it really matters and everything is in play, and then some artificial when just areas that you don't necessarily need to have to tend to all the time.
Off the plate. Good spot for an 0-2 pitch. Good take from Mailer. Yeah, foul territory grass is turf. So it does make it easier for maintenance, to your point. That includes when it rains, dumping the tarp. There's some drainage systems in place. It's off the plate as well. Another good take from Mailer.
It's like it's a well-designed brand new stadium or something.
It's like they put thought into it.
Almost unheard of.
Of course, the natural grass in the outfield, to your point. Same spot, 3 straight off the plate. Mailer's not biting.
That's the experience of Mailer right there as a senior. Has seen it all, went from 0-2 to a full count just like that.
Payoff pitch. Grounded through the 3-4 hole. Perez manages to escape it in the base path, and she'll take 2 bags. Mailer reads it, takes second base as well. 2 runners in scoring position, and Mailer with her first hit today.
I mean, just the heads-up play in that situation. You see Perez going around the bases, and she doesn't even have to shift gears. She stays in first gear, just lets the engine roar as she goes around. And then in the confusion for Pitt, just an opportunity to say, hey, I don't need to sit here at first base. Mailer get into second with a smile on her face.
Still just the 1 out. And a conversation in the circle. Jordan Dale having a chat with Clee Thermos and Henny. Infield also gathering up to make sure they're on the same page. Less than 2 outs here with 2 runners in scoring position. You're back to the top of the order with Taryn Kern. Have to know what your plan is before going into this next hitter.
I can tell you, I know what Kern is thinking. She wants to go yard.
And she struck out looking last time up. Definitely up for some redemption, of course. Still 1 for 3 with the RBI single back in the second.
And her entire career throughout Stanford, and also even that historic freshman year that she had over at Indiana, has been filled with some of the most beautiful at-bats I've ever seen, kind of getting my scouting report in this one. And so in this situation, she is a leadoff hitter, but now she's got runners in scoring positions. I'm going to knock on some wood real quick.
Team high 6 home runs on the season. 22 RBIs. She's hitting 424 on the year, but somehow even a little bit higher. 429 with runners in scoring position, 480 with runners on. Another good take there to make it 1-1.
And if you're rocking that 99, you know you got that swagger as well.
She got 99 problems, but a pitch ain't one. Grounded just foul, first base side.
I know some people hate the puns, but they're so good. You just don't like fun if you're somebody that's anti-pun.
Puns are fun, yeah.
It's the reason Dr. Seuss is quintuple million platinum.
Kern will have to protect here with the 1-2 count. Still the 1 out. Mailer at second, Perez at third. Off the plate, another batter's box there. Waste pitch, now 2-2. Low and away. Fills the count. First base is open. We got another All-American awaiting on deck in Emily Jones.
Yeah, deja vu, very similar situation to what we saw. And now here on the payoff pitch, can Clee Thermos change it up?
Kern fights it off.
Thermos is going to take a second to wipe some sweat off, but want to give her some flowers as well. The swagger to just whip that one out of the air after it ricochets off the netting and just walk back to the circle like, all right, I got this.
ERA right at 3 on the season. 3-0 record, 18 Ks this year. In the air, foul once again. Kids are running after it over there on the berm on the left side.
And the one in the blue hat, can't get her quite on camera, but she's over there. She's got 2 souvenirs. Can't wait till she runs those bases after the game. Maybe get a couple of them signed, have a nice little memento.
It's a fun tradition. Sunday run day. Young kids get to run the bases after the ball game. Kern continuing to stay alive.
Another pun, man. There's a reason why they exist. They're there to bring fun.
Kern named the number 2 second baseman in the country in D1 softball's preseason top 100. Of course, we see her at first base as well this season. Fouled straight back.
Yeah, especially the highlight that she had on defense, pinning another one on offense as well. It's going to be a complete at-bat, or a complete showing, I should say.
They actually played the Staying Alive song here, finally, at Stanford Stadium.
It's called You Willing It Into Existence.
Grounded right side. Creeping up towards 70 pitches thrown in relief for Cleathermos. She threw 39 on Friday. I like Callie Henney taking some control here, having a conversation with her hurler. Doesn't always have to be coach initiated. Can be player led as well.
Yeah, that's why typically when you see a catcher that's a senior, you get that nice calming presence. But on the other side, you don't have to wait to be a senior to lead. You can lead as a freshman. It's all about your effort. It's all about your desire and just your intention.
I hear that more and more from head coaches across sports. They don't always have the official captains. They like it to be more organic because they want everybody to use their voice from top to bottom. Into the outfield. It's going to go all the way to the wall for Taryn Kern. She's rounding second. She'll stay put, but the 2 RBI double for the senior. What an at-bat.
Just fighting through it from 0-2 to the payoff pitch, and then just kept going, and eventually the senior comes out with a huge 2 RBI double.
If you're head coach Jessica Allister, there's not much more you can ask for than that. Of course, the execution, the beautiful swing, but just the fight on the mental side to get through that at bat. And we may have a change here now in the circle for Pitt.
And have yourself a game. Taryn Kern going through with that full flight effort on defense to get that out at the top of the inning, and then now coming out and delivering the runs at the bottom.
Sometimes the defensive moments can create momentum as well, and that is going to do it for Cleathermos. Of course, she's still responsible for Kern over at second base, so her day not completely done in the books.
So you got 8 pitchers officially on the roster for Pitt. We've seen a couple of them already today. Let's see, when you shuffle the cards, who they're going to send out there.
Yeah,
it looks like it might be Duck, yeah, Becca Duck.
I think it's Ali Lukashevitz.
So you're saying I need glasses.
Number 16.
Yeah, I think you are absolutely right.
The lefty out of Chino Hills, California.
Lukashevitz. Yeah, she came in late in that matchup last night. Or that 16, not the 10. I saw a little extension on that on that line there.
Yeah, did throw 1 inning at the end. She was the 3rd pitcher to come in game 2. Allowed a couple of hits. No strikeouts, no walks. Just 1 earned run. Only threw 16 pitches. So a little bit of familiarity that Stanford has because she did throw yesterday, but not extensive with only seeing 16 pitches.
Yeah, this is only going to be her 4th game played of the year. Had a nice performance against Texas A&M Corpus Christi, and a rough showing against Eastern Kentucky, and now it's just getting those miles under your feet, on your arm, that experience against some great talent that Stanford possesses.
Only 4 innings pitched on the season for Lukashevitz. 4 hits, 5 runs all earned, 3 walks, no strikeouts as of yet. Going up against Emily Jones to start. First pitch, lined into left center field. Jones wasting no time. The RBI double for Emily Jones, back-to-back, switching places with Taryn Kern.
Double. Send me out to In and Out, and I can smell the meat in the air. I might have to hit up that drive-through for lunch after this one.
Another crooked number here in the 6th as the third run comes across. 8-2 Cardinal. They now have double digits in the hit column. Kira Chan responsible for a couple of those. Triple in the 3rd, double in the 5th.
And only one out as well.
First pitch strike from Lukashevitz.
In that 6th inning with 2 outs, Kira Chan was able to deliver a 2-run home run in her own regard very late in that matchup. So see what she's got in store here in a very similar situation.
Had herself a day yesterday. 3 for 4, had a double in addition to that home run. It's 1 for 4 game 1 with a double. So a lot of extra base hits for Kira Chan, at least 5 this weekend.
I think that's the name of how Stanford likes to play softball. Extra base hits.
Off speed gets Kira Chan. Mixing it up. Lukashevitz, that's her first strikeout of the season.
Kama gets a great hitter. Rubbing that arm right after, too. Just keep things loose.
That's 2 away here in the 6th. Addison Shepard still has the runner in scoring position with Jones. Just off the plate outside. Shepard, the RBI single last time up. 1 for 3 today. Off speed, in there for the strike. The change up. It's a good look, Kashevitz. Lined into center field, that's gonna fall. An RBI single for the 2nd AB in a row for Addison Shepard. Stanford extends it 9-2. We're in run rule territory here in the bottom of the 6th. Potential walk-off winning run now at first base with 2 outs.
And for Stanford, you wanted so badly to be able to put together a complete performance. And despite a little bit of a lull in the 3rd and 4th, you've been able to put everything together on the line. Big moments here. And this is a team that just keeps getting better as the season progresses, and that is where you want to be.
And a pinch runner over at first base earned by Shepard. And Jade Berry awaits to step back in the box for the 4th time today. Adriana Callahan over at first. Another freshman coming in to pinch run. Saw Sophia Jin, saw Jordana King, now Callahan. Curveball breaking away from Berry, goes wide.
Callahan from Tennessee.
1 of 2 on this squad in addition to Anna Brewer. In the air, in the outfield, in right, ball coming up to make the grab. So the Panthers escape the run rule. They have 3 outs. Try to make something happen. Stanford 3 away from sealing the sweep. Cardinal 3 outs away from sealing the series sweep over the visiting Pittsburgh Panthers. 9-2 right now, heading into the top of the 7th. Zoe Pristyko still in the circle after entering in relief. Already has 22 strikeouts on the weekend in her 3 appearances so far.
Yeah, the sophomore out of Huntington Beach has been hunting that strike zone, just forcing Ks, backward Ks. She's been able to get it done from inside the circle all weekend long, and as the folks from the ACC are watching and listening, I'm going to see an award after her name. I'm willing that one into existence.
Well, she would be the 3rd Cardinal player to do it this year. Kern was Player of the Week in the ACC. Week 2 of the season, back-to-back to start off the season. Freshman of the Week for Shepherd. Gracie Helton. It's in the dirt. It's Helton, Frazier, and Oberbreckling due up here for the Panthers. Helton 0 for 2 with the strikeout and a pop-up. Beautiful pitch. Swing and a miss. In the air. Into the stands. And a fan catch.
Yeah, off the one hopper. Went right in front of us, got that one hopper, and athleticism on display all across the stadium.
And the fans appreciate good defense on the field and in the stands.
And even in behind center field, we can see a dog making a good catch with the Frisbee. Everybody's out here.
Helton fouled that pitch off.
The vibes are immaculate.
Once again, stays alive, grounding it to the left side. So Pristyko with 21 strikeouts on the weekend in total. 5 today. She had back-to-back to end the top of the 6th. Add another one to the tally right there. Pristyko with her 3rd straight K. First out here in the top of the 7th.
6 total at this point, and can't do anything except for make that this face. Just that dirty work right there in the circle.
And she's finishing this out in the 7th, by the way, with the freshman Izzy Kakatian behind the dish. Mylia Perez stays in after running out in left field. Shelby Frazier now with 1 out. 0 for 2 with the strikeout and a flyout. Thought about bunting. Read the defense in the corners being deep, but takes ball 1.
Seen in the past, though, you show that bunt and players are going to come flying.
Fouled out of play. This is a Pitt team that started its program back in 1998. Joined the ACC in 2014 after years in the Big East.
I miss it.
1 NCAA appearance in 2015. That one's just off the plate.
I understand the reason for all the realignment, but as a traditionalist, I do miss the more traditional conferences.
Head coach Jenny Allard in her 3rd season at Pitt. After a swinging strike 2 there, it's 2-2.
And for Allard, she's only in her 3rd season, but she's had a whole career under her belt. I mean, it's not often you get a Hall of Famer to come into your program and start to build it.
In the dirt, it gets past Kakatian. And running it out over at first base is Frazier. So while it's another strikeout in the book, she is aboard. Drop 3rd strike you are able to run it out over at first base.
It's always interesting how the book works out in that the little bit and the little details of softball and baseball are honestly pretty amazing.
So some life here for Pitt. It's up and into Addison Oberbreckling. She's looking for her first hit of the day as well. When you mentioned it with Jenny Allard, you know, NFCA Hall of Famer, 30-year member of it, has been on the Division I committee, which helps decide seeding and postseason, but 28 years as the skipper at Harvard. She really became synonymous with Harvard softball during her time, 688 wins. She was the longest tenured coach in the Ivy League and the winningest softball coach. 9-time Ivy League champion. Brings all of that now to Pitt. It's going to hit her on the front arm. That's why you wear the protective gear. So the drop third, the hit by pitch, and a couple of Panthers on the bases.
And finishing up her point about Jenny Allard, it's you bring her in, you have such a big freshman recruiting class because of the production she has created. 7 Ivy League players of the year, 8 Ivy League pitchers of the year, 3 All-Americans overall. It's just her body of work really tells what she has been able to do for the sport overall. And when you're trying to build your program back up, you put somebody like Jenny Allard in there with this young class, and then in the next 2, 3, I mean, even 1, 2, 3 years, I make it look like a completely different program.
And building up softball in the Northeast also. You know, it has grown as a sport from coast to coast all throughout the U.S. But first, you know, putting in the efforts at Harvard, now at Pitt. It's a growing region of the country for the sport. Addison Tozic takes ball 1 off the plate from Perstyko. Allard was a player, too. She could ball. She played at Michigan. She's an All-American, Big Ten Player of the Year, and Big Ten Medal of Honor, which the best female student athlete gets that award. It was all in 1989 and made the Big Ten All-Decade team. She played third base, and then they had a vacancy in the circle and just ended up pitching and being absolutely incredible. She had a 0.75 ERA in 1989, 19-9 record. Talk about stepping up for your team.
It's a what can't you do type of situation because you check so many boxes.
Exactly.
And it's the same type of feeling she's producing as a coach as well.
Danielle O'Toole-Trejo having the conversation with Perstyko.
And in this situation, up by 9-2, it's good to get that adversity, even though she has been so good this season. Only a sophomore, so you're getting this adversity and you're continuing to build. It's all about your entire profile, your total career here, and these are the situations that give you a little bit of a lower stretch situation while still allowing you to work through it.
And right after the conversation, brings a strike over the plate.
And after the timeout, it's kind of difficult sometimes to get right back into it. You see a lot of service errors on timeouts in volleyball, and here, able to answer the call.
2-1. Squares to bunt. Say she went for it. That's strike 2. 2-2 count here with the 1 out. Runner still at first and second. Tozic is 1 for 2. Singled and scored back in the third.
And with a 7-run advantage here, everybody is still locking for Stanford. You love to see it. They're still playing extremely hard.
Swing and a miss there for Zoe Perstyko. Both outs here in the 7th have been recorded via the strikeout.
You know, with 46 pitches, I'm going to say that timeout going out there was just to let her catch her breath, take a second, enjoy it, and then get right back to it, because right after that timeout, she came back and looking exactly as we have seen time and time again.
Strikeout number 8 today, including the drop third, and the first pitch takes some off it to Tylee Vaughn for a strike. Kakatian rather, goes to first base and gets the pick. Izzy Kakatian making an impact and the exclamation point on the win. Stanford secures the sweep, their first in the ACC, with the 9-2 victory over Pitt.
Unorthodox plays have been on display all weekend long, and of course it goes out in a very similar manner. Stanford getting it done. They had a great performance offensively, defensively. Bring out those brooms, girls.
Stanford will improve to 4-2 in the ACC slate, 14-6 overall. Pitt now 13-9 overall, 0-3 in their start in ACC play. But really everything coming together for the Cardinal. 9 runs on 11 hits, no errors for Stanford, and the pitchers combining for a solid one today. Zoe Prostaico ends with 25 strikeouts on the weekend, 8 here today. She shined in the circle, and then the bats for Stanford, the top 3 hitters really leading the way. A few RBIs for Taryn Kern, a home run and a double for Jones, and the triple and the double for Kira Chan. And it all came together and got the job done. Stanford punching back after dropping the series in Louisville last weekend, getting the sweep today. And we thank you for joining us, especially on International Women's Day. What a way to celebrate here in the Stanford Softball Stadium. And on behalf of our entire crew, my partner Max Agress, I'm Jenna Becerra saying so long from Stanford. Number 19, Stanford Cardinal get the win 9-2 over the Pitt Panthers.